relaxed mind. Okay, and you have to make sure your spine is straight. You can do that by pushing your hands up like this, okay, and then your spine straightens up. And then after about 5, 10, 15 seconds, you can bring it back down again like so, okay. Put your back of the hands on the top of the knees here. Shoulders are relaxed, lips are gently sealed, eyes are closed, but not tight, okay. Your teeth should not be grinding and your tongue should be resting. And just analyze the natural breath as it comes in and out first. Just analyze whether the breath is slow or fast, whether it is smooth or rough, whether it is deep or shallow, and whether it's flowing quite constantly. So it's an analysis you're doing of your own breath, or if it's haphazardly coming in and out. Just normal breathing. Realize your connection with Mother Earth as you sit. If you're connected with the floor, you could be sitting on a chair, that's okay as well, but your feet should be flat. Still connected with Mother Earth, so your feet should be flat. And your feet should be shoulder width apart. So it's quite okay to sit on a chair or a stool, as long as you keep your spine straight. The most important thing is that you don't fidget, you don't move when you're in this position, because when we start the breathing exercise, it's very much a meditative process as well. That obviously here we're explaining things and talking, so it's not going to be very meditative, okay? But when you start to do these correctly by yourself, sitting alone, that's the aim, that you'll be able to do all of these exercises by yourself, just having some background sound like this to keep relaxed. Then it does become very meditative, okay? And the breathing exercises take you into that state of stillness. So there's a particular hand mudra I want you to all use, which is the pinky and the ring finger connected to the top part of the thumb. Okay, so your pinky and ring finger connected to the top part of the thumb, like so. Yeah, good. Namaste Ravina ji, Kirti ji. Nice to see you both as well. So like so. And then I want you to breathe in over 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, out for 3 seconds, the breath, and then hold the breath out for 3 seconds. So that's a 12-second cycle, completes one cycle of this Bhastrika. Bhastrika is the exercise for the lungs. Feel the presence of your spirit sitting at the Anahata chakra. This is a ghost body the size of a thumb, in the same form that you're in, yeah? So it's the same image as you are. And if you can think of a spirit sitting here, is the one that is pulling the breath in. Think of the heart chakra and pull from here. Then allow the breath with your visualization, with your allowing the breath to travel along the diaphragm, which it will anyway, and then go feed into the lungs and filling up your lungs, okay, from top to bottom. So filling up from the top, then the middle, then the bottom, okay, like that. So take a deep breath, so we go all the way into the lower lungs, okay. But this is going to be a fast intake. This 3 seconds is quite fast. 2 to 3 seconds will be with a bit of force like this, because then after this we're going to be doing 6 seconds breathing in and then 9, so that'll be much softer, okay. So 3 seconds in, think and visualize, like I said, of the heart chakra or the spirit as you pull in the breath. And also when you breathe out, I want you, like I'm putting my hand here on my stomach just to show you. When you breathe out, before you breathe out, you're meant to pull the stomach in gently. It will help for more stale air to come out, okay? So a slight pull in of the stomach and then let go of it before the exhalation only, alright? So breathe in 3, hold for 3, out 3, hold for 3, then again in for 3. Begin with me. Hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, in, sorry, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in. This sound I'm getting is the Ujjayi sound. Slightly constrict the throat as you're breathing in and out. Then you get this natural husky kind of sound. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Notice I'm pulling my stomach gently in before I exhale, and then I bring it back out naturally. In. Hold. Out. Face should stay relaxed, shoulders should stay relaxed. Keep still. In. You shouldn't be doing anything with your hands should be resting. I'm just doing this to demonstrate. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. And relax. Next exercise, very similar to this. Breathe in over 3 seconds. Don't hold it for more than a second. So basically we're instantly breathing out. This is going to be quite rapid oxygenation, okay? And you will feel perhaps a bit lightheaded or a bit dizzy. This is quite normal. Okay, this you should do for about 1 minute to 2 minutes with this intensity. Okay, so similar, everything else is the same. Pinky ring finger connected to the top part of the thumb always. This is called prana mudra. This helps to increase the flow of the pranic energy, the oxygenated blood, if you want to call it that, okay, in the body, and it increases your immunity. Okay, so this is the benefit of these hand postures. Breathe in 3 and out. 3. Still going to pull in your stomach gently. Remember, breathe in 3. No, not much of a pause. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. To accelerate the breath into the heart chakra where the spirit sits, and then for it to flow all the way from the diaphragm, all the way filling up your top of the lung, middle and lower lung, you do need to constrict the throat. This is Udhgeet Pranayama. Sorry, Udhgeet is the sound. Look, this is how you constrict the throat. There's my throat, normal. There's it constricted, but not so much. Because this we will do for the Udhgeet Pranayama, for the throat, for the thyroid correction. Okay, when we do the thyroid, parathyroid exercise, then we will do this much constriction. But for the breathing in Bhastrika, it's got to be a lighter pull in of the throat, so a slight constriction like this. So the chin stays mostly relaxed, and this is what gives this natural sound. So I'm not making this sound, it's happening naturally, okay? This is what you have to understand. So even on the exhale, there's a slight constriction there. Good. Keep doing this. So this is rapid breathing. Okay, 3 seconds in, about a second gap. Try and connect in the gap, but immediately reverse the breath and breathe it out. It's a deep diaphragmatic breathing for the lungs. Bhastrika Pranayama. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep the mind following the breath like a shadow. Don't allow the mind to wander. Keep it behind the breath as it comes in through the tip of the nose and out from the tip of the nose. You're keeping the breath, the mind like a shadow following the breath. Very important. You connect here. In 3, out 3. In 3, out 3. In 3, out 3. And relax. Analyze the breath. Analyze what's happening. Have you gone very still? Is the breath quite still, or is it still flowing? And if so, is it flowing deep or is it shallow? Is it long? Is it short? Is it smooth or is it rough in its flow? Like, is it coming in constantly or is it coming in haphazardly? Is it coming in, stopping, coming in, stopping? You know, so analyze this. Next breathing exercise. We're going to breathe in over 6 seconds. This is still Bhastrika Pranayama, still for the lungs. But if you're going to breathe in over 6 seconds now, and before you were breathing in over 3, you will need to reduce the strength of the breathing in by a half. Okay? Otherwise you will not be able to breathe in over 6. So this you have to control. Lips are sealed, always breathing in and out through the nose. Breathe in. Hold for 6 seconds. Hold. Now breathe out for 6. Remember to pull in the stomach gently. And then let the stomach fall as you still continue to breathe out. Hold for 6 seconds out. Good. Breathe in again 6 seconds into this area here. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold the breath out. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Breathe in 6 and this time hold 12. hold, 2, 3, out, out over 6, hold for 6, in 6, hold for 18, out for 6, hold 6, in 6, hold for 24, out for 6, hold, in for 6, hold for 30 seconds, out for 6, and relax. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, in and out. Next breathing exercise, still on the lungs, still Bhastrika. You can sit in this position, which is called Vajrasana or Thunderbolt position, but you must be sitting on the knees and on your heels, okay? If you can't sit in this position, there's only 2 positions you can sit in for this exercise to work. The next one is very easy. Sit on a stool or on a chair. These are the only 2 positions it will work in. If you're continuing to do this in cross-legged position, it doesn't work, okay? You can't sit in Sukhasana, Siddhasana or Padmasana. It has to be on the chair here, or it has to be in Vajrasana on the floor. Okay? Keep the 4 fingers straight. Thumb needs to connect to your pelvic bone. This will take the breath into the lower parts of the lung. Make sure you visualize the breath coming down through the nose, all the way across the top of the head, down the spine, which is your Sushumna Nadi, okay? It's a particular energy column, if you like, and down that, and just think of it as the spine, and then coming down all the way to the Anahat chakra here, which is the heart chakra where the spirit sits, splitting the breath and going into the lower lung immediately, so feeding right down into the lower lung. Okay, that's where you want to visualize this breath going. 4 fingers on the thighs and the thumb on the pelvic bone. Don't dig the fingers in deep or hard. Just keep it light. Keep the wrist not like this but straight like this. Shoulders should not be up but relaxed. Keep the chest slightly out, but do not put pressure on the lower back by arching it, okay? So feet flat on the floor, breathing in over 9 seconds now. So your strength of the breath has to be reduced even more for you to breathe in over 9. If you're not able to breathe in over 9 seconds, I'm happy for you to do 4 to 6 seconds, whatever your capacity is, okay? But try and reduce the strength of breathing. You will notice you will increase the length of breath. This is the skill you want to try and have with this, okay? Get with this, okay? So breathe in slowly 9 seconds. Same everything else. constriction of the throat. But in this one, don't pull the stomach in when exhaling. You don't need to do it in this one, okay? So hold 9. Out 9. Hold just 2 or 3 seconds, then breathe in. Hold 9. Out 9. Connect in the pause. Connect your mind in the pause. Breathe in again, 9. Hold and pause for 9. Out 9. Pause for a few seconds. Breathe in. 9, this time holding 18 seconds. Hold 18. Breathe out 9. Hold. In 9. Hold 27 seconds or 30 seconds. Out 9. And relax. Breathe in, breathe out until you come into your normal state again. And just analyze the breath. We're going to go straight into the middle lung now. How to take the breath into the middle part of the lung specifically. Again, we're just trying to remove congestion by holding the breath. We're allowing for more pathogens, mucus, and other toxins and stale air to come out of the body. Okay, so for the middle lung, you need to connect the thumb with the first finger. Okay, there, the first finger connects to the top part of the thumb, tip to tip. Place these two tips here on the pelvic bone. The 3 fingers, others should be straight and should be on the thigh. Okay. Again, visualize breath coming down in the correct way down to the anahata and splitting into the middle lung, going into the middle lung. Okay, so breathe in 9, hold 9, out 9, and then hold that breath out for a few seconds, 2-3 seconds is fine. Then we're going to breathe in 9 seconds again. Don't pull in the stomach here, it's not required. Okay, so constrict the throat again though slightly and breathe in. Hold. Out 9. hold. Breathe in, 9. Hold 18 seconds. Breathe out, 9. Hold. In, 9. Hold, 27 seconds. Out. And relax. That was breathing into the middle part of the lung. I'm just going to come a bit closer. I'm going to sit in Vajrasana, which is the other way you can sit to do this. But if you're not able to sit on the floor like this, then you have to just sit on a stool or a chair behind, okay? Hello, Huma. And Namaste, Pramodji. And Kajal. Okay, anyway, begin. Now we're going to do the upper part of the lung. So you put your thumb in, your four fingers around like this, okay? Make a light fist, don't tighten the fist too much. And this area here where the pinky is, this side, needs to connect with the pelvic bone on the side like that, okay? And obviously the elbows are back, but don't do that. Don't push your chest out like so much. Be relaxed, okay? And then you're going to breathe in again slowly over 9 seconds. Here you can breathe in over 6 seconds, is fine as well, because the upper chest, the upper lung area will get filled up quite quickly, okay? But you can over 9 if you just breathe in, like I said, a bit softer. I'm coming a bit closer to the camera so you can hear my breathing in and my breathing out, okay? So breathe in 9, hold 9, out 9, and then out for a few seconds. After you breathe out for 9 seconds, then hold the breath out for a few seconds before breathing in. Connect your mind to the flow of the breath. Don't just practice the breathing without keeping the mind focused on what's happening to the breathing. This is what is going to give us more efficiency, because when the mind is connected, then it's just that the whole process becomes much more powerful, because you're not allowing this mind to wander off, you know. And if the mind starts wandering off, we lose focus, okay? So the best way is to always think of the mind like a shadow. जैसे एक परछाया होता है, हिंदी में बोलते हैं, तो वो पीछे पीछे आपके श्वास के पीछे पीछे चलता है, ठीक है ना? So it just follows the breath, okay? So thumb in, 4 fingers around, okay, connect like so, and breathe in slowly, 9. Hold, 9. Out, 9. In, 9. Hold, 18. The face should be relaxed. There should be no tension on the face. Don't hold the breath or exhale or inhale for more than you can cope. Okay, just whatever is your capacity. Whenever you feel you need to breathe out or breathe in, you need to. And breathe out. The in breath and the out breath should always be the same. 9 in, 9 out, okay, for this exercise that we're doing. And then breathe in 9. This time we're going to hold 27 or 30 seconds. Breathe in. Hold. And exhale. And relax. How you relax? You breathe in deep and you breathe out. Breathe in deep and relax. That was the third Bhastrika exercise we did. These are all variations of Bhastrika. Okay, Bhastrika is the exercise for the lungs. Okay, now we're going to do the fourth one, also for the lungs. Okay, this is with the sound of the Omkara, or the Om sound. Yeah. Lower pa on the scale, the normal scale, and it's lower pa from there. Pa, sa, and normal sa. Okay, if you can do this, if you are musically inclined, you'll be able to do this. On the English notation system, classical system, it's called do re. Okay, on the Hindustani classical system, it's known as pa sa. Okay, it's a lower pa, that's why the pa comes. The lower sound you want to hold for the heart. So basically we're trying to connect the heart and the mind in this. It's a very powerful exercise for bringing them into alignment. The spirit is the one that's pulling in the breath, obviously. So you, your spirit, are then connecting with the heart, which is the mother, and the third eye, which is the father, the all-seeing father, the all-loving mother, and you, the child. Okay? Think of this like a divine practice. This is one of the ways you can think about it. Okay? So that sound, the lower sound, very much it needs to vibrate in the heart. And when you breathe in, I want you to breathe in quite fast, over 3-4 seconds, or even 2-3 seconds. But when you breathe out, you have to triple the exhalation. I.e., if you breathe in over 3 seconds, you will breathe out over 9. And the sound has to be, the sound is the exhalation, but the lower sound will be there in the heart for about 3 seconds. From there, raise the sound and make it a nasal sound so that you feel it coming out from the nose. And you want to feel the connection of that nasal sound here at the third eye for 6 seconds. So 3 and 6 is the exhalation, 3 is the inhalation, 3 and 6 makes 9 is the exhalation. Okay, there's no hold in between, just about a second. Okay, and then you breathe in again. So try it with me. Same mudra, same constriction of the throat. Breathing in, 3 seconds. Exhale. This forms a triangle, a pyramid. Okay, this triangular connection. Okay, and one side is your spirit, and then the heart, then the mind, the intellect and mind. Okay, and this also is your ego here. So bringing this into unison, very powerful exercise. If you are able to do the sound, it's very powerful. Okay, but just practice. If you have a tanpura, and it's just a normal sound of the tanpura. This is a digital tanpura. It's just a normal commercial thing. Anybody can buy. This sound is available. Then obviously, you can just. It's in a box. It's called Ragini. Ragini is it's an electronic box, and it's a digital tanpura, and that's the sound of pa and sa. Okay. And otherwise you can, on the harmonium you can do it if you're able to. Right. Now good, we're going to go into the next exercise, which is called Kapalabhatti, which is exhalation. So let's begin. Put the first finger into the base of the thumb. This is Vayu Mudra, and then the next two fingers connect to the top part of the thumb, which is called Apan Mudra. Together it makes Apan Vayu Mudra. This helps to remove bodily pains. This helps to throw out toxins. Okay, so place the hands on the back of the back of the hands on the knees and relax. Keep straight and exhale. Sneezing action. Lips should be sealed, blowing out from the nose like you're blowing your nose. A sharp exhalation, one every second. When you sharply exhale, the stomach should move in naturally in. This is called a natural reflex action, which also happens when we cough, sneeze or vomit. I'm just putting my hand on my navel so you can see that I am not pulling the stomach. Let me repeat that. You should not be pulling the stomach in. The stomach should naturally move it. So if it's not naturally moving, you're not doing it correctly. Okay? More than 95% of people, in my experience, who try and learn things off video or just of just looking at CDs and so on, they don't pick it up. Okay, so concentrate. It's difficult. There's nothing more we can do, but try and pick it up if you're able to. This is the elixir pranayama that throws out all toxins. Now when you blow out quickly, the breath will, not only will the stomach move in naturally and come back out immediately, but the breath will come in naturally through the nose. I'll come closer so you can hear. The breath is coming in naturally. Again, I'm not pulling the breath in. Listen to this. Now, if the breath didn't come in naturally, then I wouldn't have enough strength to breathe out again, and I would hyperventilate. So the fact that I'm not hyperventilating because I'm just talking as normal, I could continue this for 15 to 20 minutes continuously. That's what you need to try and achieve. Minimum always, any breathing exercise, 5 minutes, okay? So, if that breath didn't come in naturally, I wouldn't have the strength to breathe out again. Okay, so you then start pulling in the breath and then breathing out, and this will all go wrong. So then the technique goes wrong. Okay, so you don't breathe in with any force, you just allow the natural breath to come in, but you breathe out with force. Notice how relaxed my face is, and there's no tension on my face. तनाव नहीं होना चाहिए चेहरे के ऊपर, कोई भी तनाव. Okay. Look, my lips are sealed. It's all coming out from the nose and in through the nose. A medium kind of force. If you do have high blood pressure or heart-related problems, any kind of heart conditions, underlying conditions, then you have to do this with less strength, by the way. Okay? You can apply this medium strength. Okay? What is medium strength? Well, again, these are the kind of things that you should be learning one-on-one or on sitting in a small group. If you're teaching like this, it's to your ability if you can pick it up. Okay? But a medium strength, not sort of just, this would be too soft. That would not be very beneficial. This is medium. This is too hard. Okay, don't do that. It's too much tension. Gosh, I could even feel it in my ears. Okay, so again, Kapalabhatti, holding the hand mudra correctly. One, two, three. This should be the rhythm or the beat to which you are exhaling. You can go slower than this, like this, to this rhythm, but you shouldn't go faster than this, like this. You shouldn't go this kind of fast pace, like, no. You can go slower. You can do, allowing the breath to come in. This is 1 every 2 seconds, but ideally 1 every second. Notice my stomach is naturally moving it. That's why I put my hand there so you can see. Good. Like I said, this should be done 15 to 20 minutes. In 5-minute blocks if you wish, then you can take a rest or for about half a minute in between. Then again another 5 minutes, rest half a minute. Whenever you rest though, your eyes should not open, your eyes should remain closed from the very beginning, meditation, then the lung related exercises, then this, then other exercises, until the very end. Then that's when you would open your eyes after rubbing your palms to generate heat and placing your hands over your eyes. Okay? So you don't just open your eyes in between, try and stay relaxed. If you're feeling tension in your sitting position, you should be sitting, like I said, leaning against something with your legs straight, or you should be sitting on a chair. You should not be fidgeting. If you do need to move in between, remove your legs and hands and so on and so forth, fine, you can do that. But it is breaking the concentration, so it's not ideal. When we do breathing exercises, it takes us into a meditative state. That can only happen if you learn how to do sthira sukham asanam atha yoga anushasanam, i.e. you are disciplined enough to hold a sitting position still and relaxed. If you are not able to hold a position still and relaxed, the benefit of these breathing exercises will not be to the level at which you could have achieved. There still will be benefit in doing any breathing exercise, but the level to which you want to achieve, if we want to operate here at a very spiritual or a soul level, whatever that means, you might not know what that means, I will explain this on the meditation session tomorrow, but then you need to do it in this way. But if you want to operate at a very physical or an intellectual level where you're constantly intellectualizing, am I doing this correct, am I doing this right, you might need to do that initially. But you need to stop doing that beyond a point. Once you've learned something, once you've learned how to drive a car, you don't keep saying, oh, I'm going to put the clutch in now, I'm going to check the mirrors, I'm now going to do my indicator, I'm going to check my side mirror. You don't do that, it just happens automatically, doesn't it? In the same way, when you do this, it should be automatic. It shouldn't be, oh, I'm now going to hold this mudra, or I'm now going to keep my spine straight, oh, I'm slumping now. So it needs to stay. You need to stay in that one position, okay? That might take a bit of time, but perseverance, persistence, perseverance and regular practice, daily practice. You can take one day off a week if you wish, but 30 to 40 minutes of breathing should be a daily discipline. Ideally 1 hour, 50 minutes to an hour of just yoga breathing exercises, not physical yoga and not meditational yoga. That's separate. Your meditation side should be a minimum of 5 minutes a day, ideally half an hour of meditation daily on top. Okay? Then physical exercises can be any type. You can do physical yoga, which is what people predominantly learn in the West. They don't learn enough of the meditation. They certainly don't learn enough quantity and good quality breathing techniques, which they need to learn. Okay? So that's what's lacking, but those are the most important things. Meditation and breathing exercises are far, far more important, okay, to master. And then physical, you can do all sorts of things. You can go to a gym, you can run, you can do walking, you can do physical yoga, you can do any other types of sports or exercises, okay? Right, anyway, so that's Kapalabhatti. Now Udhgeet Pranayama for the throat. Okay, now this is to correct the thyroid and the parathyroid gland, so that the congestion that we feel, people, the soreness people might feel, flu-type symptoms they may feel in the throat, these can go away quickly. It's like hitting it on the head and getting rid of these problems instantly. Okay, so in this though, the constriction of the throat becomes an important part of the exercise. How to constrict the throat is technically quite difficult for a lot of people. So you'll just have to replay these videos. They're on my Facebook, and you need to just keep at it until you get it. Okay? So look, here is my face relaxed. There's my chin forward. Do you see that? And my throat went in. Take the tongue and connect it to the top part of the mouth. Teeth should not be grinding or touching. Lips should be sealed. Now, when I'm in that situation, that's the first point. I will then pull in the air very quickly through the nose, because my lips are sealed, so it has to come in through the nose. See that sound? That sound is naturally being produced because I have taken my throat from there and done that to it, which is I've constricted it. Okay? So by constricting the throat, there is a natural sound like this. It's quite a rough, coarse sound, yes? A bit husky. Now, this is me continuously taking the breath in. I could take it in small portions. I can take it in spasmodically, if you like. Look at my nostrils moving. It tells you that I'm breathing into the nose. Again, you're pulling in from here. Notice it's getting sharper, or the pitch is getting higher of the sound. This indicates that the throat is getting clearer, so it's working. Yeah? So when the sound gets, like, it's like a seal, you know, like the seal, the animals, it's that kind of a sound. It becomes like this, yeah? But it's quite, this is the sound that you will reach, and it'll become it will become like Pancham swell. Pancham is the 5th note on the 7-note system of Hindustani classical vocal music, okay? And when it becomes that kind of a sound, that is perfection, okay? Breathe in until you fill your lungs. In this, your middle finger, the tallest finger, which is space finger, needs to go into the bottom of the thumb, which is the fire. Thumb is the fire element, okay? Needs to go into the bottom of it like this. This is called Shunya Mudra. Okay, Shunya Mudra. You need to hold this posture. It helps with thyroid-related problems, throat problems. Okay, so breathe in and fill up the lungs. Once you've filled up the lungs, now look how technical that is so far. Now it gets even more technical. After you've breathed in and filled up your lungs, you then need to do a lock. What is a lock? Is to lock the air between your throat, your thyroid gland, and between the coccyx, which is just above the anus, which is known as the Mooladhar Bandh. Mooladhar. which is the root chakra. So between the root chakra and the throat chakra, you want to create the Jalandhar, this is called Jalandhar Bandh here, which is the chin coming into the neck, and you want to create the Mooladhar or the anus lock, the Mooladhar Bandh or the anus lock down there. How do you do that? Just imagine these are your butt cheeks. You bring them, and the gap in the middle is your anus. You pull it in, and then you pull upwards like, so let's do it this way. So you pull them in, and then you go upwards. You horizontally pull your butt cheeks in, and then pull them upwards as if you're preventing the toilet from coming out. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. Okay, so once you do that, you keep that held. So you're pushing the air from the bottom Mooladhara upwards, and here you're not allowing, you're capping the air. You're not allowing it to come out. So the air gets trapped between this point here, the Mooladhara, where my other hand is, and this point, but through these two locks. Now you have to keep that pull upwards, horizontally and upwards, and this one, your chin into the neck. Don't drop the whole head like that. Your spine should stay straight, and it's just the chin gently coming in like this. That's it. Okay? It doesn't even need to touch the chest. Okay? Just slide forward like this. Then hold this breath inside you, because you breathed in, remember? Hold this breath inside you for between 5 seconds minimum, up to even 30 seconds. Then when you bring your head back up, that's when you want to breathe out. This lock, Jalandhar Bandh, will open automatically, as will the anus lock, the Mooladhara Bandh, will also open automatically. Then you block your right nostril and breathe out through the left. That's quite a lot of information. Okay, so like I said, this video will be on my Facebook post. You really need to rewind and keep listening to it. But if you get this exercise, this is essentially a super pranayama. So if there were 4 breathing exercises, and there's over hundreds of breathing exercises in yoga, okay? If these 4 that you can master, the ones for the lungs, and I've given you 4 different types, by the way, okay? And then there's Kapalabhatti, the Alexia Pranayama, the fire breath pranayama, or breathing exercise. Then this one, the Udhgeet Pranayama for the throat, and then there's another one for the brain, okay? These 4 are the super pranayamas. Now if you can get this one, I've never, touch wood, had flu-type symptoms, or whenever I get them, I quickly do this in the morning, afternoon, evening, about 5 minutes to 10 minutes each time. Morning, afternoon, it's gone. The problem just dissipates and goes. Okay, so it's actually quite powerful. And if they're talking about this COVID-19, it sticks around in the throat and so on, and you start getting throat symptoms and all sorts, then this is quite important to master. So do it sooner, please, and then later. So let's try this. My tallest finger comes into the base of the thumb. I'm going to breathe in with a constricted throat. I want to show you one. See, I'm breathing in over intervals, yeah? But when am I breathing in, I'm not breathing out. I'm just holding the breath in more and more each time. So I'm filling my lungs up each time more and more. Lock. Head up, open locks, block right nostril, out through the left, slowly breathe out. Don't go like that. Slowly breathe out. Allowing the breath that's coming out to brush against the thyroid, parathyroid glands as it comes out, okay? Keep that slight constriction of the throat even when you exhale. Right, so let's try that one again. Okay, so Udhgeet Pranayama. Maximum breath in, then block. Head up. That one was quite effective. See, now even if you do one correctly, it's better than you trying to do 5, 10, 15 all wrong. And I keep saying this to people, the quality of the breath work has to be really good. Then even one pranayama is extremely effective. Although this you should do at least 5 to 10 times, yes? So 5 to 10 minutes, please, of this one, if you can. It might take you less time, it just depends how long you can hold. If you can hold the breath in for up to 30 seconds, it's good. Minimum 5 seconds, okay? Now remember, I keep saying to you, these exercises are all for people who can breathe. If you have any kind of major breathing issues like shortness of breath, you can do these exercises, okay? If you have problems with pneumonia or anything like that, obviously you need medical intervention, you can't do these exercises. This is prevention better than cure. This is that principle we're working on. So you have to be healthy enough to be breathing, but also do not force the inhalation or exhalation or the holds that I'm telling you. When you feel, your body feels you need to breathe in or out, you must do it. You can't forcefully hold it, okay? Then otherwise you're doing it wrong, okay? Because you are not being supervised. This is just from videos you're trying to learn. This is up to you. This is your responsibility really to try to follow these instructions correctly, and nothing we can do. Right, so next one is AnulomVil. Okay, I'm going to quickly demonstrate it, breathing in through the left nostril, out through the right. It's 4 minutes past 10. I'm just going to go a bit over the 1 hour today. Okay, so in through the left nostril, out to the right. This is for the brain and the nervous system, okay? Now this totally nourishes both lobes of the brain and gets a lot of this front area oxygenated, okay? Very important. And then I want, if you are able to visualize, take the breath through the nose, to the back of the head, down the spine, to the tip of the spine, to the coccyx bone, the muladhara. And when you breathe out, you come out from there all the way out, and then out from the tip of the nose. Now, if you're able to visualize that, do that, okay? If you're able to feel, you can breathe in that long. Breathe in over the only about 2 to 3 seconds, and out over 2 to 3 seconds. So it's going to be a quick down, quick out, quick all the way down, quick all the way out. If you're not able to visualize all the way down to the spine, or your breath is too short, don't worry. Just think of the breath coming in from the tip of the nose up to the third eye, touch the third eye and let it come, and obviously oxygenate the brain quickly and then come back out. So visualize it hitting the third eye and just oxygenating both sides of the brain and then coming back out from the third eye down through the tip of the nose. This is the visualization, the mind connection you need to hold. The mudra is the first finger connected to the top part of the thumb, okay, the left hand. The right hand will be on the nostrils, okay? So the thumb will block the right nostril. Just there's a bone here, just on the nose, and just under the bone here there's a space. Just gently press that. Don't press it hard. Breathe in over 2, 3, or even 4 seconds in, okay? Whatever you can. Take the middle 2 fingers, these ones, not the first finger, the middle 2, and then block the left nostril and out through the right. Same length of time. Breathe in the same length. Block it with the right nostril and out through the left. This was one cycle. Let me explain you. In through the left nostril. You block the left nostril, out through the right nostril. In through the right nostril, block it and out through the left. The pause in between is about a second whilst you're moving the fingers about, okay? So you're not really pausing too much, but connect in the pause again. Thumb on this side, 2 fingers on this side. When you connect the thumb, you lift the other fingers. When you connect the fingers, you lift the thumb. You breathe in through one nostril and you always breathe out through the opposite nostril. Then, that's your first rule. So if you breathe in through a particular nostril, you cannot breathe out through the same nostril. You have to breathe out through the opposite. And the next rule is that once you breathe out from a nostril, you breathe back in to the same nostril. And then the first rule comes back. So that's the second rule. First rule comes back, that because you've just breathed in, you can't breathe out from the same nostril. It has to go out from the opposite. Okay, I hope you all followed that. In through the left nostril, block it, out through the right, in through the same right, block it, out through the left. Keep the spine straight and the neck in line with the spine. Your lungs will fill up, your upper chest might move quite a bit in this. In through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. Lips should be sealed, teeth should not be grinding, tongue should be relaxed, eyes should always remain closed. As soon as you open the eyes, you lose the energy you are generating in the head. You are oxygenating the brain, you are oxygenating the whole of the spinal system, okay? So it's not only going to the brain, but all the way down the spine, okay, and to wherever it needs to go, all right? So in through the left. You can connect the first finger to the top, to the third eye if you wish. That helps to give you stability on the hand. In, then out, then in, then out. In left, out right, in right, out left. One cycle done. Next cycle, in left, out right, in right, out left. I'll come towards the side like this so you can see how my first finger is supporting, is on the third eye here, just to support the hand. Again, 5 minutes minimum, half minute, 1 minute break in between. Do not open the eyes if you take breaks, otherwise continuous 15 to 20 minutes. This is called AnulomVil, also known in English as natural and reverse respiration. Very powerful exercise, one of the 4 super pranayamas that you need to master. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. All the best. Pranams to everyone. If you please do leave any comments or any questions after the video has ended. All the best. Namaste, everyone.